Hey, what's up, diehards? This is Pete the Diehard with Diehard's Music, and today we have Acrassicauda.
Acrassicauda.
I said it. It took forever to practice. Been practicing.
Awesome.
Been practicing. You guys are from Baghdad, Iraq, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Sir.
And the documentary called Heavy Metal in Baghdad. And we have you guys here at the Babylon today on July 15, 2011. And I just want to ask you guys a couple random questions. We want to know a little bit about you. Tell the viewers who haven't heard of you guys or have heard of you guys, and a little up and close and personal. First of all, can you guys please tell me you guys' names?
Drums.
Drums.
Faisal, vocals.
Paris spaces.
The documentary. What would you guys say what kind of doors do you feel has opened up for you guys?
A lot of things has been opening since we got here. Since actually we were on the run, like from Baghdad to here. A lot of support from all over the globe has been giving us all hope and support. And actually we had a little donation site that helps us to get the hell away from Syria, to get our visas through Turkey, and then made us pay for our expenses. And yeah, I mean, it's been a long journey so far, and the movie, even on the time they started making it, by the time they were making it, and after it finished, it's still getting us a really good feedback. And we're still gaining goodwill and good hopes from all people all over the state. Now we're here. It's our first tour. We just came all the way from New York. We settled down for about a month trying to write new material in Anaheim, California. Tried to stay away from the atmosphere of the city and try to focus on new materials. And so far it's been good. We come up with some 3 to 4 new ideas, still under construction and all that. But yeah, the movie before it started, these guys have been following us since 2003. The whole band started actually focusing as a band name on 2001. We've done a couple of shows, 3 shows, actually 6 shows before the last couple for us leave Iraq in 2006. So and yeah, it's been going on with a full adventure since then.
Now the name means
the Black Scorpion.
the Black Scorpion
In Latin.
In Latin. Okay. Describe your sound. What would you say your sound is?
I would say it's like Lady Gaga versus Katy Perry.
Lady Gaga with some Tupac.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, it's actually, yeah, probably she's set on fire, burning and screaming, and while getting raped. I
So
would
it's
say,
like gangster rap metal, basically, right?
yeah, it's without the wheels and the fancy stuff.
Keep it real.
Yeah, it's all about keeping it real. Actually, the sound is, I don't know actually what it sounds like. Just we write the materials, then we think about it later. So it's during the process.
I kind of tell you what I heard out there when you guys were performing earlier. I heard the heavy metal, of course. It's heavy metal, and I felt your culture in the music. Your percussion had Middle Eastern vibe in there, and then the vocals. It was just, man, dude, it was awesome. It was enriched. I just can't explain, the words and how to describe what I heard out there, but it was awesome. It was very different and refreshing to metal in general.
Yeah.
And that's what was awesome that I thought you guys brought tonight, was that it was something just different, man.
Dude, thanks, man. I mean, it took us a while to develop that sound. It's actually started back when we were first wanting to be musicians. We started writing music and stuff, and that was basically again, like we said, influences Metallica, Megadeth, and Slayer, and the legend titans of metal at that time, and you know, that was basically the sound. It was like kind of Iron Maiden stuff. Then the minute like we left the country and we actually left the Middle East, that's when we worked on more sound. It's like, you know, the furthest you get away from your country, the stronger the roots becomes, and then we just, it flowing natural. Actually, we didn't even have to work on it. Basically, just it came into us, and we're like, you know, that's us, that's our sound, and there's no reason to hide it, and there's no reason to speak it out loud, and you know, and it worked. Or like, you know.
Well, like you said, it just kind of is very natural.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
very natural culture, just...
Totally, that's the thing. I mean, like, we don't have to think about it. It just flows in.
It just flows naturally, and that's
Yeah.
what I want. That's basically what I'm trying to say is what I heard out there, and I think others have heard tonight. And so it's just, you know, it's refreshing. It's refreshing to the metal genre in general. And this is my opinion, but I think a lot of people heard that tonight.
Well, the whole problem, I guess, like in our opinions with the metal genre is like everybody want to be so metal and you know, faster, the louder, the harder, and this is actually they forget the second word is music. So it's metal music. It's not necessarily like grinding fucking guitars and endless shredding solos and playing humming, thundering drums. It's about like, you know, it's about hooks, and so it's about tempo. It's about like, you know, flowing. And it's about creating the feel, the atmosphere that takes the audience to other levels and brings something new. So,
Exactly.
I mean, if you want to sound like Slayer, that's cool, but there is actually an existing Slayer.
Exactly,
It sounds
yeah.
way better than you. And people always go watch Slayer, so why do you want to sound like Slayer?
Exactly.
Sound like yourself, you know?
Pull from the inspiration to create and become something new.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I see it. And like you said, there's already a Metallica, there's already a Slayer.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be something new. That's how I see it.
You got to bring something new to the table.
And not only that, you know, just because it's metal, like you said, it doesn't mean that it has to be fast, hard-hitting. The quicker you can play, I mean, the way I see it is it has to be creative. It's got to have hook. It's got to have melody. Metal can have hook and melody and still be metal.
Yeah, metal is
You know,
music, man.
like you said, it's music, and there's no boundaries on it.
A lot of people just they kind of isolate themselves and they get themselves kind of like stuck in this stereotypical kind of like, you know, thrash and death and stuff like that, and which is cool. I mean, we'll listen to that.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
you know, our ears are bleeding just because we listen to it over and over again. But then again, like, you know, we're thinking about it and we're like, okay, you know what? It's cool to sound like Iron Maiden, and it's cool to sound like Metallica, and it's cool to sound like these, but these bands actually exist. And you know what? There is no reason for us just to sound like them. We're from Iraq, and I guess we came to the point when we were like in peace with it, and we just figured out, like, you know what? We should be proud that we come from the Middle East, and we should be proud to be who we are. It was just a part, it was a therapy kind of like, you know, twisted psychological bullshit that we got to like, we have to confront ourselves and accept ourselves the way we are and be proud of it, and that's what eventually add into the music.
So, yeah, because I mean, I know I could see you guys doing an acoustic set too as well. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I mean, you don't put any boundaries on it. And I think that's a great thing. You know, and you know, I got like a couple more questions, and you know, we'll get this interview done. And I want to ask you, what is it like being on the road?
Oh, it's fun. It's tiring. It's a lot of pressure, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun. Once you get it on stage, it's totally worth it because you forget about everything once you look into the audio spaces. And as a band, it's great turnout. I mean, the more like city after city, the crowd is getting bigger. People are more into our music and stuff, and which is, I mean, so far, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, we love it. Yeah, I mean, we spend sometimes, you know, like working on new materials and all that, and we stuck for about a month in Anaheim trying you do all that. It was like kind of like exhausting, but at the same time, once we got on the road again, we were like wired up again. We just want to get on stage.
Got your rush back again.
Yeah, we got our rush back, and then we want to get on stage and melt people's faces. That's what I want to do.
I think you guys did that tonight.
Oh, thank you.
I think everybody, I mean, that crowd that was up at the stage, they were here to see you guys. They supported the supporting acts. Of course, we had the local bands here in Fresno that were, you know, one band came from Modesto, which is 2 hours away.
Yeah.
They were called William Wallace. And then we had another local band called Hymn Relay. And then we had Hands That Kill, a Fresno band.
Mhm.
And then the other band was called Fatalis, and they're from Merced area. So they were about almost an hour away. These guys wanted to play with you guys. They wanted to be the supporting acts.
I would like to thank all the people. Yeah, it's our pleasure and honor to be with these guys on stage. I mean, it's not our stage, it's their stage. You know what I mean?
You guys were welcomed, and everybody was excited to see you guys. And I mean, there's so many questions I can ask you guys, but I gotta kind of narrow them down. And one big question I want to ask you guys is, being that you guys have been in the States and you guys are going out there getting the feel of the music scene and how the venues and promoters and stuff are, and working with other bands, like, what do you guys think it takes to be that next band, that next big band? Explain to me the work ethic, because in this business, it is work ethic. You can write the greatest song and be the badasses on stage and be the best band, but ultimately behind it, it takes work ethic.
Work ethic.
And dedication.
And luck.
And luck is a part of it, because I think you can make your luck as well.
Well,
Luck does help, don't get me wrong.
yeah.
People will open other doors, and that's luck comes in and open those doors.
I mean, it depends on it. Sometimes, we kind of depend on luck for us to survive bombs and shit like that. That was luck, dude. It wasn't Iron Man. That was just, But I guess work ethics are that music needs to be your life, If you just want to play music because you want to look cool on stage, or because you want to sign some titties, or whatever, you won't last. I mean, that's probably like glam rock and stuff like that. But and not to mean to badmouth anybody, Everybody, the genres are different. You need to be first open-minded about anything, and we're not saying musically. You need to be open-minded about anything because you're a musician, first and last, right? That's you put labels on it, whether you're like a jazz musician, whether you're a metal musician, whether you're pop. First be open-minded about everything musically, and second, it just takes 100%, 150% dedication actually to it. I mean, get a fucking part-time job, and work on your music, and don't be afraid of criticizing yourself, because it's better if you criticize yourself than others coming over to criticize you, which is still not bad, but in order to project better work, and you need to consider people as they're always doing you a favor, showing up by playing with you.
I would like to add to this, adopt to new stuff. Do not get stuck with one.
Adapt and adjust to survive.
I mean, not just that, but I mean musically adopt to whatever is coming up, because music is just it's a science, just like anything else that is coming up.
And that's what I mean, you
You gotta
adapt and
adapt
adjust to stay current with the times of the way the music is changing and flowing.
Exactly.
And the metal is always...
Don't change your sounds, keep your sound.
Yeah.
You just gotta adapt to
It's a little...
the time you're in. It's because if you're gonna stay with the same style and that everybody's moving, you'll stay all the time.
There's no growth.
Exactly.
So when you adapt and adjust, that growth, the growth will be
Yeah,
there.
like to musically, you listen to the ideas, to the everything, new coming up, because there's great musicians out there. They're coming up with new theories, new ideas every second, every moment. So you gotta adapt to all this and learn from them and create your own song.
Cool, man. And where can we find you guys out on the web?
We are actually on Facebook, on MySpace, just dial 911 and find us more.
So you can also Google heavy metal in Baghdad, and you guys pop right up.
Or freeporn.com.
Well, I mean, YouTube is full of it, and then, you know, like YouTube, MySpace, Facebook.
Acrassicauda on all the social media sites.
If you actually, I mean, like, we've been gaining that
Even
kind of
what is it,
backfire.
Twitter?
If you had like a little hard time in spelling the band's name, don't worry. I spent like 3 months trying to pronounce it. But like,
Just-
go with Black Scorpion
Or
Fire
heavy-
Rack
or
something.
heavy metal
Get the
Baghdad,
name,
yeah.
that, put it on Facebook, put
Copy
it on
paste.
MySpace, you'll get it.
Yeah, that's what I found. You can
I'm sorry
Yeah.
it becomes so hard for that.
You can find them if you Google heavy metal in Baghdad. They pop right up, the band name. Other than that, can you guys leave me on this last note with what do we expect to see from you guys here in the future?
Oh, a lot of thinking.
Think Broadway?
Now, hopefully
Heavy metal on Broadway.
As being
you never know.
that'd be cool actually.
Well, we worked so hard just like to come here since the beginning. And like, we were trying our best to create something.
A
that
good
we all
fucking
love.
album you did.
Nice.
Good fucking album. That's what you, I mean, basically, we're taking it like obviously super serious.
I mean, we're taking it seriously to the level that, I mean, just like you said earlier, we criticize ourselves to the point that we are getting too
We're the
hard.
worst
on-
critiques of all.
Yeah, we are,
That's,
it's becoming too hard for us even to write it, like to work on the music, because every note you hit, you just criticize yourself and so on.
basically, hopefully, we'll come up with a first good LP.
Hopefully
that makes
people like
people like, you know, attached to it, and they can relate to it, and can help them out through stuff, just like, you know, the music that we grew up with, you know, instead of like just fucking having bullshit kind of advertisement for Coke and Pepsi, you know, which is, fuck you guys, you know, we don't need your fucking capitalism bullshit, you know.
I drink Pepsi too now.
I love Pepsi, don't get me wrong, you know, but just like I'm fine, I won't show Pepsi in the video.
No, because it's so sad. Sometimes you see all this, you know, support and money directed to I wouldn't say the wrong material, but to the not the necessary. Not how to I don't know how to put it. But
Misusing.
misused, yeah. It's like
Misleading
misused.
people, you know,
It's-
to
yeah.
other corners and stuff like that. And you know, just logically, music is. We try to keep things simple and pure and honest, you know, and we don't like to find people just twisted around and vindicating different like kind of views and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
basically, we work so hard, like just, and I know a lot of people are doing the same, and you know what, a lot of them are unique and stuff like that. But again, you know, hopefully we come up with a good LP that hopefully people won't piss on it and actually put it on shelves and stays there and they can listen to it, relate to it, and help them out through stuff. You know, we've been through some stuff and everybody fighting their own battles. So your daily battle, just hopefully that will help you out with it.
What's the name of the current? Is it an EP or a full length?
Full one.
No, the one
one,
that
the
we
current
have,
one, yeah.
Current,
yeah, it's only the dead see the end of war.
Okay, only the dead see the end of the war.
It's our it's 4 song EPs.
Okay.
I mean, and that's what we have for now, but hopefully by next year we will have a full-length album.
Awesome.
That hopefully doesn't include the
Okay.
doesn't.
And then you
produced by Alex Bowens. Hopefully the next LP is
from
gonna-
Testament, right?
Yeah, I mean, the EP is produced by Alex
Exactly.
Alex, and
Hopefully the next LP is gonna be the whole Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
yeah, that would be cool actually. It would sound
The
really
whole
great.
symphony all over.
Yeah, that would
I'd
sound
love
really
to
great.
see that.
So will we see you guys back in Fresno again?
Oh, definitely. Better
Oh yeah, man.
with that food, yeah. I mean,
That's the thing about
Actually, it's an awesome crowd.
always stick.
I mean, we like
to
it.
stick with
I personally, I like the crowd.
was more like an intimate show
Yeah.
that you actually can, you know,
Interact with the
give
crowd.
and receive and interact,
Yeah.
you know, with the people definitely, and we didn't feel like strangers or like, you know, outsiders, you know.
Yeah, not that we felt it somewhere, but this is like even better.
Awesome. And Fresno usually can, you know, the venues can give you an intimate feel here. And that's honestly what booking many shows and musicians, what we try to keep is the intimacy with the band. You know,
We appreciate
we
it.
want to keep that so it's not lost and it's remembered. It's memorable. And that's why we try to keep it intimate when we can. You know, we're not booking huge venues yet, and if we did, I would still go back to that theater that was intimate and try to get it back to the core of where it's, you know,
Human.
exactly, the interaction, the connection is there. You know, the whole purpose of the music is that connection.
Yeah, I mean, definitely music and business doesn't really, you know, they collide, so.
Other than that, guys, just let everybody know you guys are, the fans know that they're watching Die Hard's music.
You watching
We're
Die
watching whatever you said.
Yeah, you watching Die Hard.
We
so you
support it.
It's good.
Because that dude been working so hard to get us here. I'm gonna fucking support it.
Dude,
Keep
watch
it metal,
fucking
keep it
Die
real.
Hard music from fucking Babylon.
Baghdad.
From Baghdad to Babylon.
Yeah,
From Baghdad to
Baghdad and
Babylon.
Babylon.
Stay
Awesome.
metal.
Nice.
All right, Die Hards, we'll talk to you soon. Acrassicauda from Baghdad, Iraq. You're watching Die Hard's music. We'll get back to you with another update soon. Thanks.